On any given day, Robert, how many costumes do you have to put together for Star Trek: The Next Generation?
It can be anywhere from 10 to 60, depending on the requirements of any given episode.
Do you have to do a lot of aliens in there too? Is it Terrans and aliens? It's a mix of all of them?
We usually do a mix of both aliens and civilians, or humans. Of course, aliens break down to humans, humanoids, alien, extreme aliens, all of that stuff. Every costume is made specifically for any actor, including extras. They are all completely fit individually. It takes, depending on how complicated the garment is, usually we do it in one fitting. That fitting can range from 15 minutes to an hour, and then it's done. If it's extra complicated, then it will take a couple of fittings, and it's pretty much the same procedure. Aliens are created through the text and then through my interpretation and Rick Berman, the executive producer's interpretation of how that alien needs to be. So it starts that way, and then it is just a flight of fancy from that point on.
Do you make a drawing first?
Yes. When I create aliens, there is a drawn picture. There are fabric swatches. Then the swatches sometimes have techniques done onto them to create the surface of the garment itself.
And then you have to go out and find material.
Yeah.
Colors.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And it must be a lot of fun. Is that the most fun?
It's the best job I've ever had. It's truly the best job I've ever had.
I would think that there's nothing in the world that you wouldn't try using if it did the job.
It's true. We've done things with bungee cord. We've made trim out of bungee cord. Okay, now get ready for the weight, because this is not light. Okay, here we go. And this goes.
You're watching QVC, the enjoyable way to shop.
Back to the Star Trek Collector Special. I'm Bob Bowersox, our special guest, Marina Sirtis. We were just laughing. We were talking about the quarters. I was on the set and I saw 10 forward. I saw the captain's ready room. I saw the conference room and all of that, and the bridge. And I asked Marina about the quarters. Well, I didn't get to see your quarters. Where are they? And she said, well, it's just one room that gets made over for all the different people.
Well, it's actually not all the different people. My quarters, Captain Picard's quarters, Riker's quarters are one room. They get redressed. And my mother's quarters when she comes to visit.
Yeah.
And then Data and Worf share the same space, and they just get redressed to look like the various people's rooms.
And I expressed surprise in that. She said, well, come on, it's not the real Enterprise. It's not like they're all there. Up here, they're all there.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely up here.
That's right. This is a good friend of yours, Brent Spiner, and he is in what I think is a great picture of him, because you can catch the eyes. You know, a lot of the pictures of Commander Data, you can't really see the yellow eyes, and in this picture there is no doubt about it. They're bright yellow. You see the skin and the pulled back hair. Signed by Brent Spiner in the silver ink, and it is done in a 15 by 12 plaque, the space plaque in the back. The laser etched NCC 1701D down here on the bottom, and you also have Star Trek: The Next Generation over here in laser. It's $99.75 or 3 payments of $33 1/4, a limited edition again, C8887.
I have a bet that this is going to be the biggest seller today.
You think so?
Well, Data is, I think I can safely say, one of the most popular characters on the show.
Sure.
And I'm sorry, guys, but he's my favorite.
You like
Data.
You like both of them. You like Data and you like Brent.
Yeah. So Data is a special character, and let's see if I'm right. Let's see if this is the biggest selling item today.
We have somebody who wants to say hello to you. Hello, you're live on the air with us.
Hi, honey.
Oh. It's my husband. Hi, Michael.
Hi, baby.
They said they didn't put people through that they knew.
Oh, they put me through easy.
Okay.
I just called to say I love you.
How's your leg?
It hurts.
Oh.
No, it's all right.
Okay. He had.
What did he do with his leg?
Well, he had a motorcycle accident 2 years ago, and it was set quite badly. So he had it rebroken and reset on Tuesday. So he's just out of the hospital, and it was hard to leave him this weekend, but. How could I say no to QVC?
We appreciate your allowing Marina to come with all that pain.
She looks
there,
great,
Michael.
doesn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks great.
Okay,
I miss you, honey.
I miss you too. Make sure you order something, Michael.
I want you, those sheets of the cards.
The uncut sheets.
There.
All
You
right.
haven't put them up yet, but I want those.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bob.
See you tonight.
Hi, hello, Michael. Nice to meet you.
You also.
Hi, bye-bye.
Bye, honey.
Well, we'll have to get him those cards.
Yeah. He's a big Star Trek fan.
Oh, he
Before
is.
we ever met, he was a big Star Trek fan.
Let's start right at the beginning with Star Trek. You had been doing Hunter and a lot of other guest shots. What were you doing right when you got the call to go audition for Gene Roddenberry?
I was packing to go back to England.
Were you really?
Yeah. I had, my visa ran out the next day, and I had a return ticket to England. And I had done my final audition for Star Trek 2 days prior to that. And I hadn't heard anything, and I presumed that I hadn't got the part.
Was it a long audition process?
6 weeks.
6 weeks of auditions?
Yeah. And so I was sitting with my roommate, and I had to go back to England because I was broke. And I was going to go back to England and work there and try and save enough money to come back to America and try again. And I literally was sitting, finishing my coffee in the morning, and I said, well, Natalie, I better start packing. And I got up out of the chair and went into my room, and the phone rang. And she said, Marina, it's for you. And I thought it was probably someone just calling to say goodbye.
Right.
And it was my agent, and she said, we got it. And I screamed and cried and laughed so hard that I actually couldn't speak to her, and Natalie had to take the phone from me and say, Barbara, she's going to have to call you back, because I was a mess. I was a total mess. I couldn't believe it.
Boy, you almost made us feel that there.
I mean, it was just the best thing that ever happened to me.
Now, did folks like Brent Spiner, who played Data, go through the same wicked 6 weeks of auditions? I mean, that's a terrible process.
I think so. I think it was, you know, an elimination kind of audition process.
Right.
It seemed that they saw every actress in Hollywood, an actor who was, you know, unemployed at the time or working on other things that were coming to an end, you know. And every time, it was funny because at every audition, I saw Gates and Denise and Will.
Right.
Always Gates and Denise. It just seemed that we were always auditioning at the same time. And of course, as an insecure actress, you always think they're auditioning for your part, for the same part as you. So you're being, you know, you're giving them kind of dirty looks across the room because you don't know what other characters there are. But I think everybody pretty much, except Michael Dorn, who was cast after we had started shooting the pilot.
Yes, he said he was cast afterward.
And came on.
Well, I kind of agree with Marina. Brent is not a person that does a lot of star cons anyway.
No.
And so if you're looking for Brent's signature on your own, get all 7 of those folks to sign one photograph. That is a great opportunity.
I think it would cost you more money than the plaque would cost, because you would have to travel to the conventions and in the plane fares and the entrance fees and buying the photo. I think this is a very good deal.
Very good point. Plus, we've even framed it for you. That's about a $120 frame job there. $498, the QVC price. Here's a look at somebody you might recognize in a different kind of captaincy.
1, 2, 3.